What's up, Taurus? How's my Taurus friends doing out there? So yeah, I'm doing the Earth signs today for the first 2 weeks of October, in between personals. So I've got Virgo up, and now we're on to Taurus. Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your likes, your love, your support. Thank you for all of the new subscriptions. Wow, you guys! I've gotten to all of my new subscribers. Welcome. I grew like in 1,000 subscribers in like 4 days. It's crazy. I really appreciate all of you, and thank you for your kind comments. If I don't get a chance to respond to your comments, I try to like them all or give you something to let you know that I saw it. I do read your comments, and I am just so grateful. It makes me feel so good that what I'm doing, allowing myself to be the vessel for spirit to come through and give you guys messages, that what I'm doing is getting through to you guys. And a lot of you are, booking personal readings, and I'm so grateful for that. If you need a personal reading, in the description of the video is the information. You can book it through either Cash App or PayPal. They're both listed here. And to book right now, my website is kind of under construction, so you can't book through the calendar there. You just book by uh, making your payment to the Cash App or PayPal of either 75 or 150 based on the type of reading you're booking. And in the notes section, you include your contact info. If you want a live reading, we'll get back in touch with you and get you set up pretty quick on schedule for that. And if you need a recorded, we're about 4 days out on those now. So just really excited. And yeah, get your readings booked, and we will get you the guidance you need. But yeah, your comments, your likes, so kind. I did free mini readings last night, and a couple of you guys sent donations anyway. I noticed today when I got up, it was, you guys are really awesome, and I just am so grateful that I'm able to do this. Hey Jai, what's up? What's up? Jai is here. You guys follow Channel for Grace. My girl Jai Go Bend is awesome. She and I do a lot of collaborations together. Some are listed in the description of this, and you definitely want to subscribe to her as well. She's pretty freaking amazing with the thank you hands. Yeah, so yeah, I am so humbled by the response I get from you guys, just the kindness and love and appreciation. It's really nice to be appreciated for what you do, and I couldn't be more grateful. So thank you so much. All right, let's see what's going on with Taurus. So when I say my intention, I always ask for this to resonate for the people who need the reading the most. As you know, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate for every Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus out there. Hopefully, if you're someone who's in great need of guidance at this time, though, the message will come through for you, okay? And please give the video a like. Hit that X out of the chat long enough to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps it circulate. And that's a great way for free readings like these generals. It's a great way to sort of do your part for the energy to help it resonate. I always do that when I go to watch a Virgo or a Gemini reading, because I'm Virgo and Gemini. I always like it immediately because I feel like that's a way of sort of exchanging with the universe that energy to get a resonation that you need. So that's my perspective on that. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. It's up to you. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect today to the energy of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and their soulmate for those who are most in need of healing guidance at this time. Thank you for the clear and direct messages and the healing guidance. Thank you. Happy birthday, Taurus. Happy birthday to all Tauruses. Solar return. It's time for your new year. Go kick it off and make it a great one. Make it a good one, right? Without any fear. Let's see what your soulmate's up to. We pull for the soulmate first, and then we pull for you. It's the current energy for the soulmate of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Beginning of October 2019. You remember, time is fluid, guys, just like energy. You could watch this a year from now, and it may resonate for your situation. Spirit is going to bring you to this reading or to any reading at the time you need to see it most. So don't worry too much about the dates that we put on the videos, although that is the intention for when we're pulling for, is October 1st through 15th, 2019. Okay, so if you're watching it now, of course, this should, and it is your reading, it should very accurately, in that case, resonate for what you're going through and what's coming for you. Okay? Nice. Okay, what's the overall energy for the soulmate of Taurus for the first 2 weeks of October? Queen of Wands, Taurus, is your overall energy for your soulmate. So if you are a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and your person of significance has strong fire in their chart, specifically Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, specifically Leo. I know I believe the Queen of Wands is actually more Sag energy, but it feels like Leo to me. So Sag or Leo, but I'm getting a Leo vibe here. Also, let's see what else we got as far as signs. I got to call those out for you guys. I know you guys like to hear those right off the bat. You do have King of Cups. That is Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer energy. That's really it. I mean, all of the elements are represented here in one way or another. Pisces energy as well. So what's going on here? Your soulmate, Taurus. What I feel from this is your soulmate is really, see, the Queen of Wands is a beautiful energy. The Queen of Wands, hey Norma, Queen of Wands, guys, is about, I always feel like I always say this about the Queen of Wands, and it's because I get that feeling from the Queen of Wands all the time. The Queen of Wands has her own sort of special magic, and I mean we all do, right? But you know, you see that black cat a lot of times in the Queen of Wands card, and it's like she's mysterious, right? She's passionate, she's mysterious. She has this mysterious sort of confidence that sets her apart, or him. You know, for those of you who are female Tauruses and you're with your and it's a male fire sign. The energy, though, this male fire sign is in is a very feminine, mysterious, magical energy, which is really nice. And I think that's a good sign for a reunion if you're in separation. If it's a man and he's in this energy that's very much that divine feminine type of energy based on what I'm seeing here. So you do have King of Cups as well. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, strong, mature energy. Some real tough stuff is coming to an end, okay? The Ten of Swords, this is someone who is maybe feeling stabbed in the back or like they've been betrayed in some way. Not to say that you necessarily betrayed them, but you know, that there is a sense of betrayal here. I'm getting it pretty strongly. And they've got the Four of Cups, which is saying they're very resistant now to this connection. But look what's right in the middle of the Four of Cups and the Ten of Swords, the Four of Wands. And in this deck, the Four of Wands has these two women who feel to me, look to me. It's very sisterly. It's like two best friends. What this tells me is this. In your soulmate connection, Taurus, if this reading is for you, you have a soulmate or a twin soul, some divine connection here that is going through a lot of challenges. You may not even be communicating right now. Someone may feel very betrayed and they're kind of jaded and not really accepting this cup of love being offered anymore. But what holds it together is this beautiful energy, this deep and abiding, intense friendship, this soul bond that's not going anywhere. And your souls are bringing you guys up to level up together in this place of union. And you know, all of this stuff that happens in our daily lives, all we have to do, guys, is step outside of ourselves for just a moment. Step outside of our hurts and our silly things and the things that seem so important that make us feel betrayed or angry. You know this person loves you and they know they love you, that you love them. And that's what matters at the end of the day, right? That love between your two souls, right? My twin soul and I are not even in communication right now, guys. Not even in communication. He didn't even wish me a happy birthday. But you know what? At the end of the day, if he needed me, I would be there in a New York minute because I love that person, you know? And it's not like the way I love the general population. This is someone who I have a soul bond with that no amount of hurt or disappointment can ever really, really change. And that's what you've got with this person. It's a really beautiful bond. Okay, so if you're somebody who's going to get in the chat and put some negativity of like, no, I don't want this person, they did this, then this isn't your reading. This isn't your reading if that's how you feel, okay? Because this is someone that, yeah, you've both made some mistakes, but at the end of the day, you both know in the silence of your hearts that the love between you two is abiding, and it's not something that anybody can change, nor would you want them to. And that's a beautiful thing, right? You could go 20 years not speaking, but if one of you needed the other, you could call them and it would be no questions asked. That's a beautiful love. And those of us who experience that are very fortunate. You've got the Page of Pentacles here. So, you know, through all of this, like I said, through all this pain and stagnation, not only do you have this great connection, but you're moving toward a beginning here. There could be a child involved in this. It doesn't feel like that's what this is about. Not to say there's not a child, but there's a new beginning here for you guys that's going to start out like something lasting, but it's starting out small. It's beneath the King of Cups. So what's doing it is that love, the maturity that allows love to win out over all the silly, petty things that we go through with each other. You guys have this maturity and love that's winning out, and it's allowing you guys to start something new and tangibly of value, like something that's going to be really lasting. So when I say that, what do I mean? I mean, someone reaching out and saying, we need to work. I need your help working on this because you're the only person that can help me with this. It's something special that's going to be really nice. And you've got the Eight of Wands here, the Hanged Man coming out of it's in reverse. So having received some after taking sort of a pause here, right beneath that Ten of Swords, the Hanged Man has gotten, and that's a major arcana. This was a necessary break, whatever this was. And after that period of time of pause, this Hangman's coming in reverse because the enlightenment's come in, the awareness, the understanding has come in, and now it's time for forward movement, open communication. It's like the floodgates are opening, and you guys are, or the dam has been broken, and now things are allowed to flow properly, like they always should have, right? But even when they weren't, it was for a good purpose. There had to be some real growth, and the only way for the growth to occur was in separation. So it's all Gucci. I keep saying that. It's all Gucci, but it really is all good, and it's all for the higher, it's for the higher good. It's for your soul's growth. And the reason here's what it is, guys. When you have these soul connections like this, when you have these kind of soul connections, the reason you can go through this kind of growth with these people is because when you have a love like this that's so deep and spiritual, that's the only person on the planet that you can go through the deep amount of betrayal, pain, hurts, and go into separation and still come back together again. Most people that you go through the kind of hurts you go through with this soulmate, you never come back from with other people, But when you have an unconditional love that runs this deep and an understanding, that simpatico between the two of you, yeah, it takes time sometimes, and you got to go through those separations. But that's why these relationships are characterized by that, because it's the only relationship in your life that can do the things this one can do, that can allow for that growth, that can withstand the separation that's needed and come back from it time and time again, because the love is never a question. That's special, guys. That's special. Special. What other relationship in your life, other than maybe your child or your parent, can you go through the types of hurts that you go through with someone who's a soulmate like that? Go through the separations and hurts and still come back time and time again, because it's abiding. It's deep and abiding. That's special. That's beautiful. Let's see what's going on with you, Taurus. Thank you for sending love. What's going on with Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, are you keeping your side of the street clean, Taurus? Let's see. Two of Swords. So, Taurus, you may be a little blocked off beginning the month. A little bit of resistance to opening back up again. That's going to happen. You're going to go through that. It's understandable. Maybe dealing with a Virgo. Or you may have, you may be somebody who's got Virgo in your chart as well. The Death card, Scorpio energy, Temperance. We got Sagittarius here. You're mirroring your soulmate a lot with the Eight of Wands. They've got Page of Pentacles for you. You've got Page of Wands for them. So you're definitely returning that new beginning with them. There's a lot of passion and lasting value. Hey, Brian. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Again, you're starting off the month, though, with the Two of Swords. Your overall energy is the Hermit. That's Virgo energy. And that Hermit energy says, okay, I'm not ready to reach out just yet. I love you, mean it. I love you, mean it, but I'm not ready just yet to reach out. I've got to go through some more stuff. You've got your head down, and you're really putting in some work into yourself, right? Into your spiritual growth, what you need. And as you do that, you start to see the results, okay? And so you're coming out of this blocked energy, and you're coming into a place of knowing that whatever that full moon represents for you, you don't want to ignore it anymore. You were never really blinded to it. You had the blindfold on because you wanted to ignore it for a certain period of time. You weren't ready. You're ready, okay? You're both feeling ready, and that's what's really nice. I don't know that if this is for you guys, it's going to be slow going, I feel, okay? The Eight of Wands does represent movement. They had the Page of Pentacles with that Eight of Wands. You have the Page of Wands with that Eight of Wands. So there's definitely a lot of passion here, a lot of energy for reunion and for moving forward. You've even got the Ace of Cups. So the universe is offering you this new beginning in love. Like they're saying, push the reset button because this is your person, okay? This is your person. And you always have to keep believing. You either believe in love or you don't. You believe. There's been an end to this cycle of pain. They had the Ten of Swords. You have the Death card, Scorpio energy. This is like it's mirroring on a very beautiful, special level that I think is just so, so soulful. What this says to me is you are literally on the verge of a clean slate new beginning. Okay, this isn't just like we're going to communicate. This is like we haven't. This is like what happens when you come back into contact. My twin soul and I went through 13 months of not talking, 13 months, and then we finally talked on the phone. We were gonna. I think we were talking to get closure or some weird thing. And we talked on the phone and worked it out. And then later that night, it was like we were text. It was like you just because like it's like all the things you wanted to tell each other for all the time you weren't talking. We were like, you know, when you have that kind of a connection with somebody, it doesn't go away. And that's what this feels like. It's like you guys just you haven't talked in a while. Now once this thing comes back, it starts small, yeah, and then it's like, okay, we got to talk. We got to catch up, and it feels really good. You want to keep balance in this. The angels have worked really hard for you guys while in separation to, you know, figure this out, to sort of allow, to force you to be patient, to get this thing balanced. Because if this represents the fact that there was not an even connection, the love is great, but you've got to both be willing to put in equal effort to this. Okay, just because you have a strong soul connection and a beautiful love doesn't mean that it doesn't require effort. You've got to put in conscious effort to make this work, okay? It's going to require conscious effort and an acknowledgement of what you guys are to each other and honoring that connection. And if you acknowledge and honor that connection and make a conscious effort this next time around, you may not have to go into separation the next time you trigger each other, because you can believe in this kind of connection, you're going to trigger each other again. You're going to trigger each other. That's what you're for. That's what you're in each other's lives for, because the love is strong enough to withstand that so that you can heal and still have each other. Okay? Know that ahead of time this time, guys. Know that ahead of time and talk about that so that you guys can be ready for the triggers and you can first and foremost come to each other, right? Come to each other and talk about it. It looks good. It looks good. I don't know how quickly this is going to unfold. I'm getting, you know, in generals, it's hard to tap into one clear energy, and I've got a lot of feelings here, but I do feel, although it may be slow going, it's going to be very happy for both of you. And for most of you, this is true. And then also, for some of you, it's going to move very quickly, and for others, it's going to be slow going for a while. But I think the most important message for all of you, whether you're Taurus or the soulmate, any of you that this resonates for, is to communicate about the fact that this connection needs to be honored. And it needs to be a reciprocal situation where you both understand why you're going to trigger each other, why you're going to have this deep love for each other, that you're like brothers or sisters or brother and sister, where it's so deep. And then you're going to have to sometimes, you know, trigger each other for healing to come up. If you know that and you expect it, that because of how deep the connection is, the universe is going to use the depth of that connection to trigger you to help you heal where no one else could. If you understand that, then you may not have to go into separation, no communication the next time this happens. But you guys both have to be willing to stick in and honor this, okay? All right, so that looks pretty good. Let's see. I'm going to pull from instead of the light oracle, I'm going to pull from the Egyptian deck for your oracle card, Taurus and Soul Mate. What message do you have for Taurus and their soulmate going away from this reading? Three cards came out. Cobra, Divine Awakening. That's interesting to me. That resonates for me. Ankh, Energy Healing. And Ra, Creative Power. That's that Eye of Ra or Eye of Horus. Creative power. So guys, you have the power. Rising signs absolutely matter. Your rising sign is what you show to the world. The world views you, whatever your rising sign is how your people around you will most likely view you. Okay. The divine awakening here, that's certainly connected to your soulmate. The creative power and the energy healing, you know, like I just talked about, that's what we're talking about here. You guys have the creative power to make this relationship work where you don't have to constantly go into separation, but it's going to require you to put that effort in. Okay, you're welcome, guys. It's going to require you to put that effort in and know what kind of connection you're experiencing with each other. Because you can love each other until kingdom come, but if you guys don't, understand what's happening, you're going to constantly run from each other when you trigger each other. You'll come back together because the love is strong, right? The bond is strong. But it's who wants to have relationships like that are so heartbreaking where you're constantly having to go into separation? I don't like it. I don't like it. But once you guys both fully understand and are fully willing to commit to making it work, it gets easier. So you guys have what I see for you, Taurus, and your soulmate. You have an opportunity to do this next time around. Take it. Take it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your love, your support, your kindness. I love you guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. I will be back on to do Capricorn, the other Earth sign, at some point today. And so, love you guys. And then I'm doing air tomorrow. Namaste, guys.